Whew. Baby, this sun is really lighting me up this morning, huh? But anyways, good morning. I just wanted to take some time out to give everyone a life update. There's a lot that's been going on, and I'm just literally trying to stay afloat. Life is definitely lifing. I do pray that each and every one of you is okay. As for me, I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. Life literally has me at the moment. It has me so quiet. It's like there's so much going on. It's like, where do I even start? Like, even trying to do this video, it's like I know that I'm not gonna get my main point across because it's literally so much. I don't know where to start. And where I do want to start is just really just saying how I feel. I'm really just overwhelmed. I am exhausted with everything, and I honestly feel like I just want to just crash the hell out. But I can't, because at the end of the day, I have kids, and I love my kids, and nobody's not going to do it like I do it. You feel me? Why would I ever sit there and put them through that type of pain? You get what I'm saying? I'm not really talking suicidal. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to do harm to myself or anything. This is just how I feel. So, I don't know really where, like I said, I don't know where to start. Some of you may or may not know. I guess I could start from my birthday. I had came home. I was enjoying myself. I had went on a little vacation. And in the middle of everything, like 2 days before I was supposed to go home, I get a call, and my sister wrecked my car. She wasn't supposed to be in my car. She wasn't supposed to be driving my car. None of that. Okay, so I'm just kind of confused, like, what the fuck? So she literally had my car. She wrecked my shit. I was just frustrated the whole time. I got home. I cussed her smooth the fuck out, because why the fuck would you touch my shit? My car is literally like a necessity of mine. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a necessity for me and my kids. And the fact that not to touch my car, and she touched my car. And there was other things that she did. She brought people in my house when I told her don't have nobody in my house while I was gone, and she did that. So that was another thing. And then literally, like, right after my car, I found out about my car. It was literally like one thing after another. It just kept getting worse. And I'm like, oh my God, and so it's like, knowing that my kids were in the car when she wrecked it. I got home, my baby was like, literally the first thing that she woke up out of her sleep and was all like, mommy, Misha driving too fast. She wrecked the car. She crashed the car. And she just couldn't wait to tell me, because she already know mommy don't play about her car. So, but it's crazy, because when I found out about everything that was going on while I was gone, it's like, I literally told you, like, you can do whatever you please. You get what I'm saying? Just don't have nobody in my house. Because this is where my kids lay their heads at. This is their safe place. So don't have nobody in my house, especially if I don't know them. You get what I'm saying? Because the people that I do know, they know that, okay, if I'm not home, then I'm not going to pop up. Or if, I'm not going to just, like, whatever. And so she did that. And I was very upset. And yes, I did tell her, because my trust is very, very, my trust with you, there's nothing if we can't have no trust. I literally told you before I left that I didn't want anybody in my house, and you let somebody in my house. Do you get what I'm saying? And not only that, you took them upstairs to my room. Like, out of all places, out of all fucking things, out of all places, you feel me? Like, my room, come on, man. My room is my sanctuary. My kids have the whole house to themselves, the rest of the house to themselves, but my room is my room. You get what that's my shit. That's my safe place. That's my sanctuary. Okay. So with that being said, I did tell my sister that she had to move. She had to leave. She had 60 days and she had to leave. So honestly, my lease is up in June, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I might just give her until then, because June is literally right around the corner. So we might be out of there, and we just gonna have to go our separate ways. Like, I love her, I love her so much, and I love my nieces. And I told her, I said, if it wasn't for them 2 babies right now sitting on the couch when I was cussing her out, I said, your ass would have been out of my house tonight. You would have been out of my house tonight. And that's on everything I love. Everything I love. Everything. I don't give a fuck about no 30-day notice. I don't give a fuck about no Texas law. Get out. Gotta go. You know? So with that being said, that happened. And so my birthday was on a Wednesday last week. I had to take an Uber to go take Serenity to school. So I dropped Serenity off, and I come back home, and I'm like, okay, let me just rest my eyes for a good 10-20 minutes. Mind you, this is like one of the best naps, because I'm probably like jet lagged and shit. I haven't been able to rest or whatever. But I'm like just, chilling, and I fall asleep. And next thing you know, my sister runs upstairs and tells me that it's a CPS worker on the phone. And I hop up, and I'm like, what the fuck? So mind you, I was dead asleep, and I get on the phone, I'm like, hello? And she was like, yes, this is Whoopty Whoop, CPS worker from Texas, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, yes, like, oh, this is she. I'm like, yeah, this is she. She was like, oh, this, that, and the third, where are you? Can I come see you right now? And I said, what? I said, wait. I said, who are you again? And what is it that you want? And who sent you? She was like, oh, there was something filed in Alaska, and they needed me to come and check on the child, check on the will from the child, and da 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 da. And she said, in the midst of everything, I heard her say something about, oh, I wouldn't be the one to pick her up, a detective will. And that's all that. I said, whoa. I said, wait. I said, okay. I said, hold on. I said, I'm not home right now, which I was. But I'm like, I'm not home right now, but give me a second and I'm going to call you back, da 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 da. So I hurried up and I called my lawyer. And I'm like, yo, like, I just got this phone call. I'm like, it's urgent, da da da. So I hang up with my lawyer. My lawyer just like, well, okay, let me go figure some shit out. And so I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I immediately, because once I heard detectives come pick Calais up, I said, what? So I literally walked. My friend sent me an Uber. Philly and my friend sent me an Uber. One of them sent me an Uber. And I had immediately went to go pick up Calais from school, because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Now, this whole situation that has happened, I don't know if I talked about it in another video, but basically I'm going through like a custody battle with her dad and this lady named, forgot her name is Jack. We can call her Jack, in Alaska. And so basically, because I think I told y'all when, was it February, and I had woke up in the middle of the night, and the officers from Alaska called me and told me that somebody had came in and put in a missing persons report for Calais. But my thing is, how is she missing? But y'all know my number. You feel me? Like, I'm kind of confused. And mind you, I was asleep. They called me at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that happened in February. So that shit happened. I ended up, by the grace of God, obtaining a lawyer. And once I started doing my little investigation on my part, I'm like, who is this lady that's trying to get my niece? Like, who is she? I don't know her. I don't know of her. I asked Calais, do you know somebody named this Jack? And, and she was like, no. And I'm like, okay. So I figured out, I was on live and people were helping me trying to figure out who this lady was. And come to find out, she was an attorney or some type of lawyer or something or whatever, but they knew each other. Her dad and her knew each other. So as I'm looking or whatever, I can see that she started a case against trying to get Calais, trying to get guardianship, because she has power of attorney over her dad, supposedly. Well, I have the paperwork now, but it is. So as I'm looking through everything, I said, when did this shit start? So this shit started right in June. I say June, July. Mind you, in June, we had moved to Texas in February. And then in June, summer came around. Me and her dad were talking, and he was like, well, I want you guys to go to Alaska to go see LJ. And I was like, shit, cool, as long as we all could go. I agreed, that was fine. And then, mind you guys, I know I talked about too how I owed money in Florida, because when I was getting food stamps and stuff, I didn't know that Calais was getting money on her name. And I didn't know any of that. So they found that out, and they wanted me to pay all that money back that they gave me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I went to the Social Security building, and I was like, hey, like, I guess supposedly my niece gets some type of money or whatever. Like, I just want a piece of paper saying that I wasn't the payee. You feel me? Like, that money did not come in my pockets. And so they were like, okay, well, cool. So they was doing their little work or whatever. And they said, well, Miss Henderson, I said, well, do you take care of her? I'm like, yes, I do. She's in my care. I had paperwork that says that she was in my care. And so they were like, okay, well, we're going to make you the payee because you're her guardian. You're supposed to have this money for her, so take care of her. And I said, well, okay, I guess, I didn't go there in intentions of taking that money that he was getting for her. Like, I didn't care about that. I was taking care of her for all that time, for a whole year almost. You get what I'm saying? Without any type of help besides help from, like, our support system, And so fast forward, so I went to the SSI building and got that situated. And then, like, around in, like, I think maybe the same month, the same June or whatever, because we were talking, me and her dad were talking, and he was like, he ended up saying something like, I want you to bring her back to Alaska. And I said, I'm not bringing her back to Alaska. Why would I sit there and bring her? Well, at first he was like, well, she needs to still go to Alaska to go see her brother. I said, I don't mind her seeing her brother, but I'm not sending her out there by herself. I'm not. I feel like everything is still too fresh because you did what you did out there, and you made it an unsafe environment out there for the both of them. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have much say-so when it comes to my nephew, but Calais' brother, I don't have much say-so when it comes to him. But it's like, as long as I have a say-so over my niece, I don't think that's right. I'm not sending her out there by herself. And I knew that if I sent her out there, she would have never came back. Like, my thing is, I feel like sibling relationships are so important. But at the end of the day, I'm all for, meeting up and doing this and doing that, but sending a 7-year-old little girl to Alaska by herself was not flying with me. Who's going to protect her? You're not out, and you didn't protect her. You get what I'm saying? So you make that environment unsafe. So anyways, fast forward, I told you guys that Alaska called and told me about the missing persons report, blah blah blah. So the documents online, I see that they started this shit literally right after I said no. And I guess when he didn't get that check in July, because I got my first payment for her in July, that's when he got mad. You feel me? Like, that's when everything just started to, like, and they was doing this shit behind my back. I had no idea. Mind you, they started this shit all the way in June, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, June, July. And it's like, it's now February, and I'm just now figuring all this shit out. You get what I'm saying? My thing is, like, what? And then this lady that you're trying to have get her, I don't understand. Who is she? Whether she's a friend or not, or a friend, I don't know at her or whatever the case may be, God, I'm sorry, forgive me, I know I'm being watched, but I just don't understand, you know. And so and my thing is, even if, you know, Kalei does know her or knew her, there's no type of, nobody has not contacted me about Kalei. Everybody knows my social media. Motherfuckers that he knows my number. So nobody has not contacted me about Kalei. And my thing is, when it comes to her brother and her other siblings that's in which is his kids in Atlanta, my thing is, he's always on Kalei about, oh, you need to call your brothers and sisters. Oh, you need to call your brothers and sisters. Like, and she be like, Dad, like, well, you know, my auntie told me that, you know, I shouldn't be the only one always reaching out. Because my thing is, his kids watch my YouTube channel. His kids have my social media account. They have my number. You get what I'm saying? They have my sister's number. So it's like, you know, and then when Kalei does call, it's like, okay, they talk or they're not available. They're kids at the end of the day, and they have different lives. We're in different fucking time zones at that. So anyways, fast forward, I found all that stuff out that was going on. There's a whole case in Alaska. I just figured out, I mean, they had called me in February, told me about the missing case or whatever, and that she should be sent back to Alaska as soon as possible. When I tell you I flipped the fuck out, I was flipping out. I'm like, I'm not sending her back to Alaska. Like, I don't know what you guys think this is. Like, I don't understand. Like, how was he trying to call all these shots from jail? You know? And so, fast forward, like I said, I lawyered up, got a lawyer, and, you know, like, I ended up paying almost $8,000, you know, for her to represent me. And, you know, by the grace of God, it was by the grace of God that was able to happen. Okay. And so, you know, she was doing what she was doing. I ended up getting a court date for next month or whatever. So let's fast forward all the way to my birthday. So like I said, I woke up to the CPS worker calling me or whatever, wanted to come to my house. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was flipping out because she said detective. She said pick her up. I said, oh, hell no. Nah. So I immediately, why would you park right next to me? So anyways, fucking ignorant. Like, I'm literally in my own fucking space, and you come and you just park right next to me. Anyways, so yeah, we were talking and stuff, and then I go ahead and I give her a call back. No, I went to go pick up Kalei. And at that moment, it was time for me to tell Kalei about everything. And I might insert a clip at the end of the video and show you guys, because I did record it just for, you know, purposes, personal purposes, okay? And so I did record it or whatever, and I ended up telling her what happened. I don't like the video only because it's really cringy for me to see myself cry and to see her crying, well, at least trying not to cry. She was wiping her face because she knew it was hurting me. And I'm like, well, I don't want her to feel like, you know, I don't know. It's really tough for me to watch. So I might enter the clip. I'm not too sure. But it was time for me to tell her everything that was happening. The only reason why I didn't say anything before was because, you know, I lawyered up. I asked my lawyer, I said, listen, before I hire you, you know, is this something that you'll be able to do to keep her safe here with me? And so she's like, you know, yes, you know, assured me that everything was going to be okay and whoopty whoop whoop whoop. And I knew he was going to put up a fight, you know. But it was time for me to tell her. You know, I just wanted her to be a kid. I didn't want her to worry about anything or where she might go or who might, you know, she might just end up, you know, leaving and stuff like that. Like, she ended up going on vacation, you know, and I just wanted her to just really just be a kid. But at this point, you know, a social worker coming to my house and shit, it was just like, oh, hell no, let me go ahead and go get her. And I had a talk with her when we got home, and I told her, I said, listen, I said, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on right now, and you might not fully understand, but I tried to tell her. It was really, really hard for me to tell her. It was really, really hard because it was like, this is really serious. And Kalei has thrived since she's been here. She's happy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could see if he was doing this for her best interest, but you're not. You're not thinking about what's best for her. You get what I'm saying? Literally, she's in church, she's in sports, she has friends, teachers that she loves and adores. You feel me? Like, she literally has a whole life here, and to just try to snatch her away from that and put her in an environment where you made it unsafe at. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I already know how everything's is gonna go down. She's gonna be with her brother. You get what I'm saying? The old girl's gonna get custody of her, and she's gonna go with her brother, and or whatever the case may be. Now, I don't understand why the person that has her brother wasn't the one that was fighting and getting custody and shit like that, which is weird to me. But hey, y'all do y'all. And so, like I told her, I said, listen, I said, your dad is mad at me because I said no. Okay, your dad is mad at me. My thing is, he's hurting me. He knows how to hurt me, and that's through you. Because he knows I don't play about my sister, and I don't play about my sister's kids. So it's like he knew how to get to me. My thing is, it's not like she's out here just unsafe. It's not like she's out here getting beat. You get what I'm saying? It's not like she ain't got no food in the fridge. It's not like she don't have 3, 4, 5 meals a day, basically. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I can see why somebody want to sit here and, fight to get their kid back to where they're at, or, XYZ, and get them out of this environment. But it's nothing like that. Understand that. And then the social worker said something about kidnapping. When she said something about Alaska, she said Alaska ordered them to come to my house because I was a kidnapper. And I said, what? And she was like, yes. And I said, kidnapping? She said, yes. I said, wow, bet. So that's when I hung up and I called my lawyer and shit. And so she was like, she ended up doing what she had to do. And so I'm just flipping out, because I'm like, when she said detective, kidnapping, and all type of shit, I was freaking the hell out, because I'm like, these motherfuckers can come in fucking helicopters and shit or whatever and come get her, you feel me, and come get me too, So I'm making my phone calls, and I'm calling Monty, and I'm calling Mama Tabby, and I'm calling all different type of people, letting them know, like, listen, like, this shit happened, like, boom, bam, bam, my kids go here, my kids go there, and, don't worry about me, you feel me, like, I'll pay my rent for next month and shit, like, cool, because at this point, I couldn't really reach out to my sister, because, I'm mad at her, you get what I'm saying? So I'm just really just devastated with everything that's going on, and I couldn't make moves because my car was broke, you get what I'm saying? My car couldn't move. And so I'm like, oh my God, like, it just kept getting worse. So anyways, bringing back to where I had brought Calais home, and I told her, and, I told her that, listen, your dad is mad at me. This is what's going to happen. It's a lady named Jack, she's trying to get you, da-da-da-da. And Calais was like, I'm not going. She was like, I'm not going. And I was like, listen, I said, I don't know how this shit is going to play out, but at the end of the day, I want you to be strong. I want you to still be a kid. And at the end of the day, Auntie is not going to stop fighting for you. I will forever keep fighting for you. No matter what happens, I'm going to always fight for you, and I just want you to be happy. I want you to be respectful. I want you to be the little girl that I am raising you to be, like your mom wanted, And so, like I said, it was a really tough conversation. It was like she was holding her tears back to comfort me, like I could see the tears in her eyes, and she didn't want me to see that. And it was like, it was so, because Calais is such just a bright girl. And if you know Calais, like, there's just something about her. I love all of my kids. I'm not saying that I love them, differently, but when I tell you that Calais is something different, Calais is something special, and I know a lot of people can vouch for that. Calais doesn't have a mom. Calais's dad is in fucking jail. You get what I'm saying? And if you know, you know. So, with that being said, it was, like I said, it was a really hard conversation. But anyways, fast forward, we had a talk. I didn't let her go to school did I let her go to school? I didn't let her go to school the next day because I was waiting on the social worker to come. The social worker never came that day. So I let her go to school the next day. And that's when the social worker called me and said, hey, you have time to meet, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, sure, you can come by, but she's at school. So she goes to Calais school, and you know, they talk or whatever. She's checking in on Calais. But before Calais went to school that day, I told her, I said, listen, I said, somebody might come. If somebody does come to your school, like, it's okay, just tell them the truth, be honest, you get what I'm saying, and, you know, just be truthful, be who you are, you don't have to be scared. And so I was very, very scared to send her to school. I really was, because when I came to her school last time to come pick her up, when I tell you that the front office people had to come, like, they were like so worried about me because of how my face was bloodshot red. And I said I couldn't get out the words that I wanted to say. I said, I need to check out my kid, bring her to me now, okay? And so I told her, don't be scared. And I said, just to let your teacher know to let me know if somebody comes up there. But I already knew she was going up there because she called me and told me that she was going up there. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So she's on her way. She comes to the house or whatever, and we're talking. And, you know, she was like, listen, like, you know, I'm just here to just do a welfare check to make sure she's okay, take pictures around the house, da da da. So she took pictures in the room, the refrigerator, which was, you know, I didn't even go grocery shopping, but it was filled with food. You feel me? Like, I mean, my house ain't perfect. I do have a whole bunch of kids in the house, and it's literally, we can sit here and spring clean and deep clean one day, and the next day it's fucking fucked up again, you know? So anyway, she was just like, you know, just make sure that everything is in order, because you just never know. Like, if they order somebody to come out here again, it's like, you know, you don't want them to say that your house is in disarray, and, you know, just to add on top of my case or whatever. So she was just there to just do a report or whatever. She said the Calais did good. You know, she answered her questions and stuff like that. And she said that, you know, she said, I want to stay here. I want to stay here with my family. She said, I do miss my brother, but I don't want to go to Alaska if my family can't come with me. And the social worker said that really touched her heart, because as she was reading, like, everything, like, that was going on, like, with the case or whatever, and she's just kind of confused, like, this is really going on, like, you feel me? Like, and she's seeing pictures and stuff around the house, and, like, she sees that she's very well taken care of. You get what I'm saying? So Clay came home that day, and she told me, she was like, yeah, she asked me if, you know, if I eat, if, you know, if I had any bruises, and if I wanted to stay here, and da da da. And so one thing about Clay, she's gonna be honest. So it's like, there's no way that I can sit here and coerce her to say stuff that's not true, because that's not her. And I refuse. I can't coerce my kids. I always tell them this to tell the truth. You get what I'm saying? Because my thing is, like I always tell you guys before, I've kept it real from the jump, so it wouldn't be no confusion when shit like this comes up. I mean, I would have never really imagined that it would get this far, like this deep. Because kidnapping, come on, bro. Kidnapping, come on, man. My thing was, we were cool. We were cool that whole time. I was telling her, yeah, she's doing good in school. Like, damn, she getting A's and stuff, and whoopty whoop boom. And I'm like, and another thing too, if we backing it up a little bit, the reason why I also said no about her going to Alaska, I said that she needs summer school. And he was like, well, didn't you just tell me she had all A's? And I'm like, well, yeah, but she still needs summer school. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't understand why you don't just send my nephew here. You get, I mean, if he ain't got summer school, and, like, you feel me, like, you know, it's safe out here, you know, like, I can keep him safe, you know, we're cool or whatever. And, you know, I was in the middle of trying to find my apartment or whatever. And I'm like, shit, it's the perfect time for him to come. But anyways, so where was I? I forgot where I was. God damn it. So anyways, so the social worker came, and she did her report, and she's supposed to be sending back to Alaska. Come to find out, there is a case, I mean, there is a court date in Alaska on the 2nd, but mind you, I don't have no way to be there because everything is private. They did all this behind my back. Oh, I was saying how we were cool. My thing is, I was calling him back, you know, back to back. Damn. I was calling him like he was calling me and stuff like that. And, you know, like I was letting him know how she was doing in school. But the moment that I said no, it was like all hell broke fucking loose. You get what I'm saying? I have never been a bitter parent. I have never been a bitter aunt at that. I want all my kids to have a good relationship with their folks. You feel me? Like, I want that for them. I do. You know, and so that's why I've been working so hard with Journey and Jamisha. You get what I'm saying? I mean, Serenity, she's just a little, you know, she don't know what the fuck going on, you know, but I still make sure that, okay, well, you know, Serenity, you know, has, you know, she always keeps Misha in mind. She loves Misha. You get what I'm saying? She's family. So, yeah, so like the moment I said no, this all hell broke loose. So anyways, I said it was a court date in Alaska on the 2nd, and I actually have a court date on the 10th next month, in April. But, you know, with the court date in Alaska, like I said, there's no way for me to go in there and kind of tell them my side of the story, because all Alaska know is I took this child and I never came back. Like, he said that he told them that I took her, she was only supposed to come for a trip, and I never brought her back. And I said, I don't know if he's sitting here being delusional, but in 2021, I believe, I think it was 2021, I got her for the summer. I paid my way out there, paid both of our way back out. Well, we were in Jacksonville at the time. And then I brought her back. Okay, and then for my birthday in March of 2022, I was in New York for my birthday, my first birthday trip ever. I was in New York when I got that call. You feel me? And so I stopped what I was doing. I was only in New York for a day. And I left that next morning. And I went to go pick her up and got paperwork and everything. How did I kidnap her? How was I able to put her in school, get her Social Security benefits? You get what I'm saying? How was I able to do X, Y, Z, take her to the doctor? You get what I'm saying? That paper that we had that was notarized in Alaska, that paper was well due for a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? So it got us through a lot of things, you know? And so it's just been a lot. That's just a little bit. It has been a lot. It has been a lot. And like I said before in the beginning of my video, life has just had me so quiet, because it's like, why? Like, why? Like, I just want to know why. And I know I said before, like, I would do this shit all over again to be right here where I am with my children. You feel me? And I mean that, but at the end of the day, it's like, God, like, whoa, like, it's a little too much. It's just a little bit too much for me right now. And you know that I'm overwhelmed, Lord. You know that, come on, I don't do well when it comes to, I'm very well acquainted when it comes to how CPS can be. So at any moment, I'm paranoid and shit, because they can come knocking at my door in the middle of the night and just come snatch her up. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want that for her. I don't. You know, and so, you know, he was trying to say that, you know, I was, because I was moving so much. My thing is, let me explain this, because I'm pretty sure that somebody is watching, and you can go ahead and tell him this or whatever. My thing was, when I got Calais, I was in Jacksonville, Florida. My ex at the time, who was very still much in my life and in my kids' life, we co-parent together, you know, she wanted to do trucking. And that required her to drive around states and shit. And I didn't want to be in Jacksonville. I did not want to be in Florida. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. That's where she was from. You feel me? So when I moved from San Diego, we ended up going where she was from. So, you know, we're in Florida. And, you know, at the end of our lease, she's like, well, I want to do trucking. And I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and, like, go to Texas or some shit. You know, so before we made up our minds and stuff, and she was going her way and I was going my way, I actually decided to stop in Vegas. I said, you know what, Vegas might not be too bad. You get what I'm saying? And then I was thinking about my sister, because she was pregnant, and I'm like, she ain't got nobody. You know, like, this could be the perfect opportunity to just have my family back. You get what I'm saying? Have my family back. So we moved out there. I kid you not, we was only out there for 3 months, because y'all already know the whole situation that happened between me and Misha and her baby daddy, and what she did. And like on my podcast, we was going to get into the gift card situation, but so if you want to go look at my video, I have a video on that somewhere about the gift card, about what she did, why I left Vegas in the first place. So I felt very unhappy in Vegas. I was just like, I came out here for her, and I'm not blaming her. Well, you know, but I made that choice to move out here, and I made that choice to fucking leave. I'm gonna go where I first said that I was gonna go. Okay. And so I came to Texas, and yes, we were in a motel. My thing is, understand that I packed my shit. I could have done better with planning. I can't say that. I admit that. I could have done better with planning, you know, but I was ready to go. I was. Because once I'm ready to go, I'm out of there, okay? And so I did come out here without a plan. I didn't have a place, a pot to piss in. You get what I'm saying? But I knew that you got to start somewhere. So, yes, we were in a motel. And if you want to be quite honest, they were living their best fucking lives. They were in school. Okay? They were in school. They were still doing activities. We still going shopping and stuff. Like, mind you, I have like for the love of God, like, I'm just so blessed to have the support system that my kids have and that I have, because they was making sure, like, okay, well, I want to get y'all out the motel. Y'all go ahead and go get y'all something to eat. Or listen, I found this program, you know, they giving out free food, or they having some type of event going on. Like, we were out. We were never really in the motel at that. We were out. I never made my kids feel like we were poor or we didn't have food to eat. Bro, we was fucking making steaks and eggs and shit, potatoes and shit, and even fucking serving the motherfuckers next door. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm like, we had griddles, we had food. And mind you, I'm paying cash for food at this time, because I wasn't getting food stamps at all. I was not getting I didn't start getting food stamps until after, like, I left. Yeah. And I didn't really get food stamps until, like, almost when my sister came, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, they were living their best lives. There was never a time where my kids felt like they were in danger, they were unhappy, none of that. They were happy. I have videos. We were happy. And, you know, in that moment, I'm still, you know, looking for places. And, you know, luckily I had a friend that was able to get me into something, you know, and, you know, she put her name on the lease and things like that and got me in. And then eventually I ended up putting myself on the lease, and she, you know, she's good. She didn't have to worry about nothing no more. You feel me? So it's like, how dare you sit here and say, like, because that's fucked up. Because my thing is, I remember when you and my sister and Calais was in a weekly inn or some shit like that, because y'all was trying to get back on y'all feet. My thing was, I wasn't even in a motel for that long, and even then they were in school. Calais over here getting honor rolls, Journey over here getting honor roll. They good. They never went to school fucking unhungry. They never went to school fucking unhappy. You get what I'm saying? Like, they were good. So for you to say that, you know, oh, I'm state hopping and shit like that, yeah, you know, I was. But understand that it was for good reasons. I did what I have to do for my family. You get what I'm saying? I did what I have to do for my family. So that kind of pissed me off, because it's like, ain't nothing wrong being in no fucking motel. And it was a nice fucking motel at that. Yeah, it was a Motel 6, but shit. Alright, we got our shit cleaned every day. We cleaned that shit every day. We made that shit where, my thing is, home is where the heart is. And my home is right here with my kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, no matter where we go, as long as we have each other, we are home. We are home. So yes, like that motel, yeah, we treated that shit like it was our home. We had pictures and shit, like, you feel me? I mean, we didn't get entirely too comfortable, but, you know, like, come on now. So anyways, like I said, it's just been a lot. Okay. And I've just been so frustrated with everything because, you know, it's a complicated case, and I feel like it should have never have gotten to this point. All you have to do was communicate with me. You wanted more time to talk to her? Fine. Let's figure out, okay, well, what time do you have phone calls? And I'll make sure that, you know, as long as it's not past like 10 o'clock or some shit, like, you feel me? Like, all you have to do was communicate with me. You know, what was it? Was it the money? Because if it was the money, bro, all you have to say was, listen, like, I really need that money. Like, listen, I didn't even go there to take that money. I did not. Like, literally, I'm like, I did not go there to go take that money. Like, I wish I could have, like, and I believe I told him about it. I don't remember. But all you have to do is just fucking, like, tell me. And I'm pretty sure we could have worked something out. At least we would have had that conversation, whether if he was getting that whole check or not. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a few couple dollars. Like, understand, my rent was being paid before I even was, you know, fucking paying my rent and shit. You know, like, my rent was being paid before I was getting that money. You feel me? That's extra for extra shit for her, for you, feel me? Like, come on now. So, anyways, fast forward to now, I'm just kind of like in a tough situation where, you know, my lawyer is asking for my money to represent me. And mind you, I have a court date coming up. Because the money that I gave her for the trust fund, you know, is gone. And we just now got a fucking court date. Shit is just now starting to get serious. So I'm like, oh my God, like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I can't just go try and represent myself against the attorney in Alaska that's going to be there at court over the phone, on Zoom at that. You feel me? So she going to be there, you know? And it's like trying to go up against her when she knows all the laws and shit. And, you know, like, it's just no way. It's just no way impossible. It's just, so it's, you know? And so I'm frustrated because it's like, this is serious to me. This is serious to me. And also, let me say, before I get into that, I did end up getting my car fixed. I had a lot of friends come together and help me to get my car fixed, and I really do love you guys for that. I know I've thanked you guys personally, but if you didn't hear me from the beginning, I'm really just so grateful, honestly. So, yeah. That was a big blessing. And what else? So yeah, so it's just like, wow, what do I do? What the fuck do I do? You know, because they've been served already. I got a court date. But it's like, she's talking about that she needs money to represent me, and also she's not in Houston, she's in a different city, so it's like she would have to travel out here, go to court, and all type of stuff. I'm basically paying for everything, you know, and it's just like, oh my God, like, what do? I don't have $7,500 to give you. I don't have that. And I did ask her assistant, like, okay, well, how much will it be? How much will it be to just represent me in court? You get what I'm saying? And they're not giving me a full number because it's like, it's so much that goes to that. Do you know, like, every time we email, they take money. Every time they talk to me, they take money. You get what I'm saying? Every little thing that they do, they take money. And it's like, okay, well, there's some type of payment plan that we can do. Like, I don't know where, like I said, by the grace of God before, you know, by the grace of God before, like, yes, I was able to give you guys that, but I don't have it. I have kids. It's April 1st, rent is due. You feel me? Like, utilities due, shit is due. So it was like, can you try to give me a number to where maybe I can raise this money so you can represent me in court, because this is very important that she stays where she's at, because this is where she belongs, you know? And so yesterday I had got an email saying that my lawyer and the lady had talked or whatever. And so I don't know too much about the conversation, but I just know that they have a court date in Alaska and I have a court date out here. So their court date is before mine. So it's like, oh shit, like I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna say. I don't know what they're gonna do, you know. But I just wanted to just really update you guys with my life. It took me so long to really say something because I have been drowning in my own fucking tears, okay? Like, do you see these bags under my eyes? I look like a fucking raccoon, you know? I wholeheartedly believe that I am a good person. I really do believe that I'm a good person. Like, I'm not out here playing people. I'm not out here using people. You know, even when I don't have, I still give. And that's why I know that, you know, like, I'm a good person. I really do believe that I'm a good person. So I don't understand why something like this could happen. Like, why am I going through this shit all over again? Like, this shit is taking me back to when I was fighting for Journey and Calais, at Journey, and they kept telling me no, that I couldn't get her because her foster mom, which was a white lady, you know, wanted to adopt her, and they felt that she would be best with her. So it's like, just imagine with Alaska, they're looking at the lady Jack. Okay, Jack has an adopted black son, you know, kudos. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, Jack is an attorney. Jack, you know, she does this, she does that. She has a house. She does this, she has that. You know, and then they look at me. You get what I'm saying? Like, well, you're a kidnapper. Let's put her with Jack because Jack can possibly give her a better life. And so also in another email, she responded and said something about how she's known Calais for so long. She sent a picture with her and her son and with Calais in it, and, you know, inserted it into the email. And she was saying how, you know, I've known Calais for a very long time. I am no stranger to her. Whoopty whoop whoop whoop. And I had to pause right there, and I had to be like, you've known her for a very long time. Okay. You've known about. She said since 2019 or 2018 or some shit like that. My sister died in 2017. So at that time, I believe my niece was like 3 or 4. And you're no stranger to her, but have you tried calling her ever since that shit happened in Alaska? Have you tried reaching out to her to see if she's good, if she needs anything, if she's okay, if she's happy? My thing is, everybody out here worrying about Calais, but is y'all checking on my nephew? You get what I'm saying? Like, is he okay? You feel me? Like, I'm hearing so many stories that's going on out there about him misbehaving and like punching his little girlfriends and stuff, all type of shit. Have y'all checked on his mental? Have y'all put him in therapy after the whole situation that happened with his dad? He don't have a mom or a dad right now. Yeah, his dad is, you know, here alive, but he's in prison. In jail. So it's like, I don't understand. But my thing back to Jack is like, nobody does not call me about Calais. Calais asked me to call them. Well, not her in general, but I'm just saying. You know, so it's like, you have my my thing is, you guys have my socials, so I'm pretty sure you guys try to, you know, check in on her through there. But it's like, I don't have a problem with nobody reaching out. It's like the more support, the better for them. I want them to have a good support system. I want them to enjoy their lives and know that they are loved and cared about. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, but have you checked up on her? I haven't heard about you until this shit happened in February. You know? So, you know, and I had showed Kalei the picture, and Kalei was like, huh? Like, you know, she don't remember that. How, you get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she might be a bad person, or she's this or she's that. I don't know you. And clearly my niece does not remember you, nor does she know you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I don't know. So right now, all I can really do is just be patient, which is hard because it's like, I know how CPS and shit can get down. I know how shit can go down, you know? So, it's just, it's been a lot. This custody battle situation is nasty. It's getting real nasty. And it's like nobody, I can give less than 2 fucking pig's feet in my ass if it was just me. But you're not hurting me, you're hurting her. I mean, she may be blind to it right now, but later on down the line, she's gonna know. You know, like, she's gonna feel that shit. So, I will keep everybody posted with everything. There's just certain things that I can and cannot say, but I did, you know, say what I could say for right now. And I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark and say, I'm not ashamed to say that I need some help. I do. I really fucking do. And I'm not comfortable with asking for help. You get what I'm saying? But this time, when it comes to my kids, this is a whole different story. This is a whole different story. Like, you feel me? Like, the shit that I will do for them, you know? But I want to go about it the right way. I want to go about it the smart way. So, all I'm really saying is, you know, if anybody finds it in their heart to help with my lawyer trying to, you know, I just need her to represent me in court. And I pray I can get those orders in order, and then, you know, we'll figure out everything after. You know, so I was told to make a GoFundMe, which I probably will do. But if you guys do see that GoFundMe, you've heard my, you know, my story, you've heard what's going on. You've heard what's going on. Whew. You guys, you don't have to necessarily send it to the GoFundMe itself. I do have other platforms, just so it can be safer. Like, I have Venmo, I have Cash App and stuff like that. And I'm very not content, but I'm very open and honest when it comes to people sending me money, and I come with receipts. Okay, so I do be on live and stuff like that, and I keep people updated on how much I have and things. So like I said, I don't know, hopefully I get to post this video today. It's April 27th, I believe, or 28th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to post this, and I really hope that people can really, like, I don't know, maybe this can reach somebody. I pray that this can reach somebody, you know, but also just wanted to keep our, you know, family and supporters and posted with everything. So I'll probably make a part 2 explaining something else, but it just depends, because I'm just, like I said, life just has me so quiet because I don't understand why this shit is happening to me. You know, I'm not rich. You get what I'm saying? I make ends meet, yeah. But it's like, it's just a lot, you guys. But anyways, I love you all. You know, even if you can't, just like, comment and support this video, I guess. But I really do need help with getting funds to my lawyer, because I don't have it, and I need her to represent me. I really, really do. I need her to continue with this case. I really, really do. Like, it's like too late to even try to go back. Like, if we don't do this court date, it was literally a waste of money. A waste of money. And we've gotten too far for me to just back down. Like, you know, and I'm gonna do what I can. I got my new driver's license, so I've been doing deliveries and stuff like that, but that literally goes into my gas tank, and, you know, the little extra change goes into my account. That's like tips and stuff, you know. So anyways, I love y'all. I'm gonna stop here. It's been about to be an hour. Hope I didn't bore you guys, but definitely send me your thoughts. Definitely a prayer. Send a prayer up. And I wish y'all well. Later, y'all.